You are listening to the Hello Sport Podcast.
Oh, wow. We're recording. Congratulations.
Is that Verve?
Thanks.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
We've almost got to have a glass of bubbles
No,
now.
we do have to have a glass of bubbles.
I'll have a slice of cake too.
Chuck it here. Chuck it here. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Tobler.
Was that both you boys?
Of course, mate.
This is very
This
sweet.
is very nice.
Congratulations, boys.
You know, we'd both forgotten.
Yeah, yeah.
We were on radio last night with Fletch and Sugar Cane, and they
Well, they
kept
thought
talking about 500 episodes, and I was like, well, what are you fucking talking
Yeah,
about?
I didn't know. This is nice. 500's a lot, dude.
500's heaps, bro.
Yeah, that's how they used to drink them on the Titanic.
get us
That's
the
how they fucking had
get us the Titanic glasses. I'm opening the Verve here.
Yeah, pop it.
Punters and
Don't
Dribblers,
pop it into
500
the light.
episodes. Off the top of the dome, shout out to... There's two dribblers who've been here since the start.
Johnny Ingate
And Jorge all day. Well done, boys.
Yeah.
500 eps of Dribbles, hectic.
That's a lot.
It's only the four of us, really, that have listened to all of them.
I'd say so. There
And
might be
I've-
some other ones. I think my cousin might listen to some. There's a few early. Actually, I don't know if he would listen to five. I don't.
500 eps, brother.
Yeah, it's a lot. There's some early adopters. There's there's early dribbler names who you still see floating around the traps, but you don't hear as much from them now. Oh,
Isn't this cute?
This is nice.
This is cute stuff, punters and
Need to
triplers.
get an Uber home.
If you're at home, listen, I know it's probably Thursday morning. You might be on your way to work when
might
you
be a
listen
bit
to
early
this.
for
But fucking pop a bottle of bubbles.
pop
for
a
the
bottle
boys.
of bubbles for us because we just cracked 500 episodes.
A little bit more, Tommy.
Yeah. For you or for me?
For me. Bottle of bubbles for the boys. 500 episodes. Huge lift.
Huge lift.
Another milestone, mate.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, bro.
To you and me.
To us.
To us.
We've had a lovely day, punters and dribblers. Obviously, we were aware that it was our 500th, so
yeah.
Tom and I insisted on putting the feet up.
Yeah.
3 healthy games of FIFA, which is...
Couple of games of pool.
I'll give you the hot tip.
Sushi delivered.
I'll give you the hot tip. FIFA's got its fucking claws back in.
It's got its talons back in it. It's hard to
Into
see
a
around this
big
500 fucking balloon. Can you get it? It's our 500th episode, cunt. Can you be a bit more respectful? Mate, FIFA's got its talons back in me. But before we... Listen, it's been a great day. Maybe I'll just talk to you through the 500.
Sure.
For those of you that are just listening, Tobler and Dave have got us some Verve. They've got us a $500 chocky cake, which, is not... It's no coincidence it's sitting next to me. Balloons et al.
I love Chocky Mud Cake.
Dude, we're getting into it.
I love Chocky Mud Cake.
But, Eddie, look, as you reflect on 500 episodes and how, very truthfully, if I can be sincere for a moment. If I can be
of course you can.
earnest,
Of course you can be earnest, mate.
This podcast and the audience and everyone who's fucked with us and listened and tuned in and whatever else has changed our lives.
Change our lives.
And
In a really great way.
in the best possible way. And I'm so grateful for it. Every day, genuinely, I am fucking so stoked that we get to do this and that people enjoy it. Honestly, it might sound like bullshit, but when we started doing this, there was no grand plans. It was, let's just use this as an excuse to catch up.
Do you remember this, Tom? So when we used to record in a radio station in the city, and every time we'd leave the studio, the numbers would go down in the early days, right? Like I'm talking when your friends tune in at the start, you get a lot of groundswell from your friends and your family.
Yeah.
And we were getting like 200 listens. And
That was the first 2 episodes.
And I thought, okay,
we're on
here. This could be anything. The reality was that it dwindled and it dwindled and it dwindled and water finds its level, as they say. And 30 listeners was about where we ended up for years.
Yeah.
But every time we'd leave that studio, we'd go past those break dancers.
The Asian break dancers
The Asian
outside.
And we for some reason were sort of like we were tied to them in many ways because if they kept showing up to break dance for no fucking reason out the front of the courthouse on the corner of Elizabeth
and something.
It's like the big courthouse in the city.
Near World Square.
Yeah. If they were there, rain, hail, or shine, then
why couldn't
we be?
For no reason. They weren't they weren't trying to be the fucking, the world. They weren't trying to be backup dancers for Britney Spears or Beyonce or Dua Lipa if you want me to be a little more contemporary, you fucks. But they did it because it was fun for them and they loved it.
And it was fun for us to watch them having fun.
Yeah.
So it was, when you got your 30 listers and some weeks it may have got down to 24 or 19 and you're sort of going, what am I doing this for after a year or two? You think of the breakdancer. Who goes down to whatever the fuck that courthouse is called. And
freezing cold.
And they dance and they break.
Yeah. Together. It was about the friends they made along the way, Eddie.
Very niche joke.
Yeah, niche joke for this room only. But I'd kind of forgotten about those break dances.
Do you remember them?
I remember
them. Dude, I think about them.
We used to stop and watch them. And be like, look at these guys just don't give not a care in the world, just break dancing their hearts out.
We were invested in those break dancers. Shout out to you if you were one.
If you were one of them.
Listening and you were one of them, that shocked me to the core.
This verve's going down a tree.
Oh, it's delicious and it's nutritious. But I think about those break dancers a lot. It's the first time I probably verbalised to you the break dancer in a long time.
Yeah, long time.
But they were a big part of our life.
They were huge. So first, they're the first people we need to thank is the break dancers or dancers.
Dance.
I also think that we need to, and it's obvious, and we've done it before, we've probably done it for every milestone, but Anthony Watmow, who, if you don't know him, go fuck yourself, one of the Manly's greatest ever players, but he put us over by giving us one of the great scoops all time, shitting all over the club, telling all the media it was a Hello Sport exclusive, like just coming out and bearing his soul. Being not being controversial for the sake of controversy, but being honest. He was being honest, and he said what was on his mind, and it pumped. And he didn't give it away to other journos and be like, I'm just wanting coverage here. He was just like, I said it on Hello Sport, and that's where you get your quotes from.
I think that's an important point to make. This is how much of a gangster the great and the powerful Anthony Watmow is. He would get called by journos going, give us a quote, Chocky. And he'd go, nah, bruh.
Not doing it.
Hello Sport exclusive. What a man.
What a man.
And he came on and called Cherry Evans a fuckwit.
Which I disagree with.
Hey, I think they're broken bread, so it's all cool. This is another era. This is 20.
That was episode 100, dude. He was 105. I think he was episode 105.
2018, 2019.
But he was episode 105. So to give you an idea, punters and dribblers, we were doing this fucking thing for 100 episodes, and no one gave a fuck. We probably were doing it for 200 episodes, and no one gave a fuck.
It was like 100, early 100s.
But
I couldn't tell you.
You then moved to Batuta. Clancy and Errol, Chicker and Archie, and Stocks and Murph and Piers and Zanin and all those guys who fucking helped us out and allowed us. They gave us the power of film and video.
Having a bit more verve.
Yeah, no, so am I.
Fucking nice.
They gave us that. They gave us a studio. They helped us out technically. They gave us feedback and they helped us out immensely. And, they'd get us onto the Batuta podcast. We'd talk scandals and shit. Again, just trying to spread the good word of dribble and yarn.
And a powerful word it is, Tom.
Yeah.
It was important to us, and Batuta, a big supporter of this, to spread the good word of dribble and of yarn. Because dribble and yarn can set you free.
Yeah.
It can put a smile on your dial, and it can make a bad day better.
Listen, all anyone really likes to do is dribble and yarn. Now, whether it's you dribble and yarn about your gossip and your fucking, whether it's what's your flavour of dribble and yarn?
It's all dribble and yarn.
It's all dribble and yarn.
Reality TV. Don't get this twisted. Reality TV is dribble and yarn incarnate.
Exactly. It just depends on what you like. But they were the first place where we were able to really have a a solid crack at building it out beyond just a podcast. It's also worth noting, Eddie, that when we were in the fine walls of the Batuta Advocate podcast, it was when we got our first little fucking slave on.
Yeah, listen, we'd shot a couple of interns. Obviously, they went nameless. But the first intern who's made it.
Yeah. Who's
through
stuck
the rigours
around.
of Hell Week, as
and
they
he's,
put it.
And he's been close to out and out, full-blown, cold-blooded murder a few times and managed to survive. He's a stayer.
He is just, I tell you, I give you the hot tip. He's got a bit of far lap about
Yeah.
him. Big heart.
Yeah.
Lot of stay. Listen, is he complete opposite to me in almost every way ideologically? Yeah, he is. But I hope that serves as an example that we all must learn to get along.
Exactly. It doesn't matter
It
what
doesn't
you
matter if
believe
he's a
in.
communist. That doesn't bother me. He's got a big heart. He's loyal. He's a sweet guy. He's getting better every day at his job. And he had the fucking stones, punters and dribblers, to call in, squeaky voice kid, called in the dribbler hotline and rolled the dice.
Give me a shot.
Shot his shot.
Shot his shot. Obviously, were we a victim of lack of options?
No. Listen, you could go down that path. You could, if you're a lesser man.
I wouldn't do it.
However, we did ask that anyone applying to be an intern called up the dribbler hotline. Now, was he the only one that did it? Yes. But was he the only one with the fucking stones to do it? That's how I look at it.
Absolutely. Is that we only needed one right one, and the right one called up.
Yes.
And that was D or Dave. If you don't know who we're talking about, we didn't say his name once, but Dave.
Like if you plan on
that was early days, Dave. I don't know what episode it was. Was it during COVID?
Yeah. So the first, I just looked
I've
it
no
up
idea.
here.
That early days.
I remember specifically the first episode I was on was Seoul Sex Dolls, where they were getting sex dolls to fill the crowd for Korean soccer matches during COVID.
Oh yeah,
At what soccer game?
Just at like Korean League soccer games.
Oh, right.
'cause during
When was
COVID,
that?
2019, 2020.
May of 2020. It was episode 213.
Fuck. So we're also like Dave's 3-year anniversary.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
3 years.
Wow, bruh.
I was also just, a bartender who had lost his gig because of COVID, with dreams of, one day working around the spaces of rugby league and in the media. And sincerely, you have also changed my life. So thank you for that.
Beautiful.
Allowing me to live my dream here with
We
you.
love you.
Beautiful sentiment. Beautiful words by
Beautiful
David.
words, but we did all ride COVID out together, us and Dave in those rooms. Remember, we used to wrap the fucking the Sydney Kings jumpers around our mouths while COVID was on, so we could still do fucking podcasts together.
Well, mate, it was
and
one of-
spray fucking Glen 20 everywhere.
It was one of the beautiful things. Obviously, I understand COVID was tough on a lot of people. It wasn't tough on us, and I need to be honest about that. We'd get in there. We'd protect as best we could. Shout out to Glen 20. Shout out to the Sydney Kings that we wrapped around our mouths. But the world needed dribble and yarn.
We weren't going to stop for a fucking virus.
But you were allowed to. You were allowed.
Well, technically, yeah.
Technically, under the letter of the law, you were allowed to dribble and yarn.
But I think was that because it was work related? Because we were spinning it as work, but I'm pretty sure, shout out to Bareback Biltong, we were making $3 a sale, not even $3
No,
a sale.
so I'm pretty sure that was like what we did was on the exemption list. You could go into work because we had to.
Yeah, but what I mean is if someone were to really run an eye over it, they'd be like, well, you're not getting paid, so what's the fucking...
Well, we're getting paid in Biltong.
We were getting paid in Biltong. And honestly, that was good enough. It was more than enough. I fucking love that Biltong. Please send some more Biltong if you want.
Bareback Biltong, not an ad.
Not an ad, just great Biltong.
They were our first sponsor.
Consider
I don't
this-
think they paid us a cent. Doesn't matter.
No, they did. They sent
Did
us,
they?
but it was less than $100 in they sent us literal legal tender cash, like in an envelope.
Did they send us cash?
Yeah.
You keep that, did you?
No, we split it.
I didn't see
No,
that.
we split it.
I don't remember that.
No, well, of course you don't remember. It was like fucking $75.
That's all right, mate. You're on the skin of your ass. You had a kid on the way.
I don't know if I had a kid on
labouring
the
in
way
Red
at that point, to be honest, when I may have fucking rifled the Biltong cash. The podcast is always this week, Punters and Dribblers, brought to you by our good friends at Ned's. Join our About Even group on Ned's, a private group where we share bets. You might have got my Fafita first try scorer if you were in there. You find it in the group, the group tab in your Ned's app.
Come and join the biggest group on Neds, except some weird racing group.
Yeah, basically the biggest group in the Ned's group groups. And the secret passcode is Dribbler. Now, we obviously love Neds. You love Neds. Neds have been a big supporter of ours, and we thank them for it.
If you haven't tried Neds, punters and dribblers, you're not going to regret giving them a whirl. A delicious betting experience.
Take it for a spin.
Take it for a spin like driving a new car, and then you hop out of it and you go, geez, that was the car for me. That's what's gonna happen with Neds. You get a nip in there, you're gonna go, ooh, same game multis. Woo! Yes, sir. Little Ned's toolbox full of little goodies and little treats. Woo! Yes, sir. Okay, you got all the regulars, the first try scorers, last try scorers, margins,
all the
lines,
good stuff, all
totals,
the good stuff.
half time, full time, all the goodies. But it's the toolkit.
Yeah.
Is what gets me going.
Yep, that's it, punters, dribblers. Now, obviously, as we always say, we like to have fun. We personally like to have a punt. If you don't, that's fine. As long as if you are going to do it, you're doing it responsibly. That's the most important thing.
You win some, you lose more. For free and confidential support, call the number on screen or visit the website.
Then that was, look, Batuta
So that was
got us
Batuta. Batuta got us from
30 listens. Well, but no, Watmo got us from 30 listens
There's
to
three
1,000 listens.
Three main things. Them, then Batuta.
Choc, Batuta.
Then we arrive at the third big kick to our dear friend Denon Camp, who
Of
we
Bloke in
love
a Bar
dearly.
fame. We
Bloke
love
in a
him.
Bar fame. A dear friend, a brother, a father figure of sorts.
Yeah, like a dad who, you know what, he's a stepdad because he's too young to be our dad, but it's like, look, you are with my mother and it's confronting.
He'd
but
be like if my mum found like a hot, a young hot ex-footy
Lover.
player who's on a cycle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who's like ripped and shit.
A young hot footy player who's addicted to steroids, but who's like got a good heart.
That's a fantasy world, mum. You know, that's not reality.
No,
I'm
don't
just
do
saying,
that.
like, imagine if like dad left and you wanted
married,
to
so
find
you
like
got together with
you
someone
wanted to find someone to like, you know, to treat you right, and then Denon,
Scratch your wild itches.
and then Denon Camp, who pretends to be a country boy, which you like, but he's not. You'll find that out later, which would be disheartening. But
well, it'll certainly raise some trust issues for you in the relationship because you thought that you were being pounded into.
Hey.
Sorry, no, I wasn't talking to
Hey.
your mum then. That
Hey.
wasn't.
Hey.
That wasn't.
Hey.
That was the metaphor of. I wasn't
I
talking
know you've had a
about-
verb. I know you're excited. Let's not
we
cross that
walked-
line.
That wasn't. Well, we were already crossing it in fairness to me, but I wasn't meaning that you'd had your trust broken. You thought
Yeah,
you were with a
Good save.
a good, honest country boy who's
But you
lied to you
Yeah.
because he's actually a Gold Coast junkie.
So he's
steroid junkie.
pounded your trust.
He's pounded your trust into the core of the earth.
Sorry, Ma. What are we? It is our birthday, though.
Yeah,
It's our birthday.
In fairness to us, our birthday, and also in fairness to me, his fault. He started it. I didn't. So shout out to Kempy
Yeah, shout out to Denon.
because he
A
fucking
true gentleman. He
Mate, can I tell you when Kempy first reached out to us? I was on a job site in fucking the inner west somewhere, and it was this massive, massive site. You know, you see outside of like a big building, they build the scaffolding all around all around the outside of a building they're renovating
Yep.
or something.
Yeah.
And
I actually, yeah. Anyway, don't worry.
Did you get me that job?
No, not relevant. Was going to go down. It would have taken us down a different path, and it's not worth it.
It's not worth it at all?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's. Trust me.
So I was avoiding work on this site, as you do as an unskilled labourer. The skill of an unskilled labourer is avoiding work. Like, you might think I'm unskilled, but my skill is that I'm walking around with a broom looking very busy.
There are levels to that as well, because some guys you hear of who are elite, best in class at looking like they're busy but avoiding work at the same time. That's the holy grail of the unskilled labourer.
Yeah. That is the skill of the unskilled labourer.
Correct.
So I was walking around all the different levels of the broom, making it look like I was doing something. And again, like we had like maybe a couple of thousand Instagram followers. And then I get a message from Kempy and it was like, hey man, people keep telling me about you guys. Would love to either come on the podcast, have you on the podcast. I think it was come on our podcast.
We interviewed him.
Yeah, that's right.
In Batuta.
Come on the podcast. And I was like, fucking oath. Yes, let's do that. So like we lined it up in a couple of days. And I remember, because we used to, we'd race back to the Batuta studios to go and fucking like do interviews and shit. I had to go back to Batuta
After work?
After work.
Or middle of the day would...
No, I had to race back after. I had to leave the job site. I had to bring change of clothes to the job site, and then I had to race to Batuta, have a shower in their shower.
I've showered in that shower
It's
too.
a fucking... Well, they're out of that studio. That was a gross shower.
It was disgusting, and it was...
That bathroom was a boys' bathroom.
No, listen, boys.
That toilet was gross.
Boys, that bathroom was disgraceful.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. And that towel that never
left. That one towel.
Was just appalling.
When I had a shower in there before the Kemp interview, I put my towel on top of my bag rather than hang it on the hooks in there. That's how fucking gross.
A germaphobe worth his salt.
Yeah, dude, that was a germaphobe's nightmare in there.
No, you exactly.
But anyway, we had Kempy on there, and that was awesome. And then eventually we moved into Kemp Studios.
Yep, Bloke Studios.
And then we started doing the DMP with him, and it just getting exposed to those of you that found out about us through Kempy, which is fucking a lot of you. That was the biggest tipping point for us that got us over in terms of being able to consider this a full time.
The biggest leap volume wise.
Yes, but it allowed us to consider full time. This is like a full time job, just to even consider it.
Yep. Truth be told, and this is frustrating for a man with a great memory long term, but my shortish term memory is very scattered.
I think COVID fucked everyone.
It's really scattered me out. Like, I don't know. I'm just trying to work out in my head. So it's 2023. You went full time. 2021. When we were with Denon. When did we go there?
Start. That was it.
So that was the same time.
When we moved into
so it was the same
doing it
time.
from that studio, same time.
Same time, okay.
Same time. Which, when you talk about me going full time, I got to give a quick shout out to my beautiful wife, Stephanie, who basically on her birthday at one point we were at
Fred's. Dribbler next to you?
There was. We found out later a dribbler next to me overheard our entire really in-depth and meaningful conversation. But she said to me, you should go full time, have a crack at it, and if it doesn't work in a year... This was, mind you, punters and dribblers, we had a fucking newborn child, 1-year-old, and...
She was one. Yeah, she must have been one.
She was one, and I was getting paid fucking nothing to sell sanitizer, and that's not a complaint. There was no reason to pay me any more than that.
In fact, you could argue I
was significantly overpaid. Significantly. And she said, have a crack. And
put it this way, the business never got their money back, you know what I mean?
No. Shout out to Rescue Brand. But it was like it gave me like the fucking, okay, I would never have done it full. Like, I would never have even fucking really thought about it because...
yeah.
You know
I'm sure we've talked about this on the podcast before. You rang me at like 9:30, 10 at night, giddy.
I was horny.
Giddy and horny. And I don't know if you were post-mongrel, pre-mongrel. I don't know where you were at on the timeline.
Might have been a mid-mongrel.
Might have been mid-mongrel. I don't know where you're on the timeline. The kid was pumped up. And he's like, mate, can we afford it? And
so you got to speak the master of coin.
Listen, if you ask me to crunch numbers, I'll crunch them.
You'll crunch them, dude.
I can't leave numbers uncrunched.
No.
Let me put that out there.
Listen, if numbers were his six-pack, he'd have one.
I'd have one. I love crunching numbers. I love pounding out figures. And when it was put to me, I said, leave it with me, champ. I'll be back with you shortly. Numbers were crunched.
Yeah.
This is back of a napkin stuff, but numbers were crunched. Yeah, I mean, I think you'll find
rudimentary number crunching for you.
I think you'll find I was out by, a small percent.
A mil.
A mil here, a mil
there.
Not
a million.
No, a millimetre.
I'm at a millimetre, which isn't...
Anyway, numbers worked out. They weren't great.
No.
Numbers were tight.
Numbers were tight. But luckily, we were only paying one guy equally as little as he was getting paid to not sell sanitizer.
Yeah.
So...
That was nice. Got the studio. Nice. And then who should come into our lives? Our son, our boy.
We got a new. We had to bring. We adopted another son.
We did. Thomas Tobler.
It's Tobler, please.
As he was introduced to us. Now, I give you the hot tip, punters and dribblers. Tobler is not a name I'm prepared to fuck with, and.
What's what I'm prepared to say?
Listen, and I don't want that to come across as disrespectful.
No.
And I have complete respect to the Tobler family.
Yes.
Who I believe are one half of Toblerone.
Yeah.
And obviously, so facto respect to the Roan family. However, we're not Swiss, bruh.
We're not
We're
Swiss.
Australian.
We're Australian. Now,
And
obviously,
Tobler is much better.
that same mentality does not persist when it comes to our proud Islander friends and family of the rugby league, whose names we're more than happy to try and pronounce correctly.
Not the same thing.
Tobler,
Not the same thing.
it's a different story.
I think this is probably a better way of putting it. As opposed to me being lazy and going, I don't want to call you Tobler because that's your name.
That is why I'm doing
No. We both saw him and he looked, felt, sounded, touched like a Tobler.
Yeah.
There's a difference. Sometimes you meet someone and you go, you've got the wrong name, bro.
Can I also say Tobler is Tobler in the Queens. If it was Tobe,
Have to be Toeble.
No, because if you had the E after the B, it's Tobler. Because
No,
the
so
E after if you have another vowel after the like O-B-E, then that makes the O a toe.
So road, like roadcaster, R-O-D-E. So
Yes.
T-O-B-E. There's no E. Also, I could allow a T-O-E, like a toe.
Yeah, Tobler. But I won't allow a T-O-B-L.
No, that's Tobler.
It's Tobler. And it's also Toby,
Yeah.
and it's many other things. It's the boot cut bandit.
It's a boot cut bandit. It's the kid trying to break records. But he turns up, works hard.
But the way it came about, again, is I think, Eddie, it's worth mentioning in that we've been lucky in moments where you and I
Lucky in love?
Well, lucky in love for sure. We've definitely been lucky in love. Shout out to our wives again. But
Yeah, shout out to Ella.
yeah, you didn't shout out
Because you shout out Steph.
Yeah, I was
out.
trying to, and I was like, shout out your wife.
Susan Boyle, we love you. You're fantastic. You're the light of my life. You're a fucking goer. Plenty of heart, plenty of ticker. And I'll always slap your bum. You know what I mean? Love you.
Yeah, love you.
Just a little.
No, that's mate, dude. It's not. That's play on, dude. That's play on.
You know what I'm saying?
You got to
Yeah.
always slap your bum. Always.
That's
what
that's
it's
love.
about. That's love.
That's
You don't
love.
do it to someone you don't know.
Oh,
but if
fuck.
it's your
Well, not unless you
wife,
want to get arrested.
no. But if it's your
But
wife,
it's a bit of fun.
or your husband,
And she give it back.
you fucking give a little slap. That's what it's about.
That's what it's about.
That's beautiful, mate.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, bro.
So tell me, Tobbs, you and I were like, fuck, we need a. To be honest, Tommy, did Tobler come pre-studio?
Yeah.
Yeah,
did.
just.
Yeah, just.
I'll give you the fucking hot tip, punters and dribblers, because some of you, well, most of you aren't in content, and I'm gonna let you in a little truth. Editing is the biggest cunt of all.
Very time consuming. To exemplified by the time, because there was a point then when Eddie started coming on full time, and we were division of labour, trying to get everyone upskilled to the same thing. Because back when it was just me on Sanny Cash editing. Then once Eddie came on board, we go, all right, you know what? Now we're gonna cede control here from me, and I'm going, Eddie, now you edit. Eddie Simpson. And probably the first episode, I'm pretty sure. Because there's some shit that we say, punters and dribblers, off mic, but still on mic, in between, segments.
It was certainly in the first month.
We say shit that we don't want to get released. And at one point, Eddie and I were reminiscing about a conversation we had with a friend of ours regarding a now disgraced former mayor of a small town who
We may or may not have visited.
that we may or may not have visited or gone to uni at, and we had heard that he had legally committed some pretty grubby acts with his with the
No.
Just say that.
No.
Let's not get too specific.
Yeah.
Let's not get too specific.
You're getting really close to basically
To basically
retelling
saying
the story.
Hey, whoa. Whoa. Relax there, Verve. What are you doing?
Verve? Where did you come from?
Calm down. No, you're right. Basically, we were discussing some salacious rumours about a disgraced former mayor of a town.
Some salacious courtesy bus rumours. And
about a former disgraced mayor of a town.
Now did a young Edward Simpson,
a young editing Eddie,
who was doing his best. He may have taken it out of the podcast version, left it in the YouTube version. Maybe it went up online. Maybe 1,000 people saw it.
Yeah.
Maybe a lot of people left comments. Maybe
not just comments. Shout out to the one guy who actually got in touch and let us know, because everyone else left comments going, "Hope they got lawyers," and we were like, "Oh fuck!"
And then a lot of people were like, "I like the old." Once we replaced it, they said we prefer the old version, and I'm sure you did.
Yeah, we all did. It was a funny yarn. Look, if you ever come up to the street, we'll tell you.
And the mate of ours who told us goes, "Boys,
what the fuck?
What the fuck?"
I told you that in confidence. We might have even named him in the yarn. But again, we weren't naming him out loud.
We did.
I think we did, because we were just talking about it. It wasn't to camera. We were just yarning, how about fucking old mate? What he got up to.
It's one of the great yarns. If you heard it.
Yeah, if you heard it, you know what we're talking about. Lucky you. But
keep it tidy.
Yeah. But so that was upskilling phase. That was Hello Sport in the throes of upskilling. But we did, when we needed, you and I had a discussion about needing a new employee.
Yep.
And then just from the gods, we get a fucking, I don't even know, how'd you get our address, Tobler? Where do we have it?
I think I hit up Dennis, who used to work at Bloke.
Den.
Passed on the PO box address.
Okay. Smart. See, but that's ingenuity. You find a way.
Shout out to Den.
Shout out to Den. But we got this resume all laminated to fuck with a jersey.
Can I ask you, who did the lamination? Was that a home job? Did you go down to Officeworks?
No, I did the lamination myself.
Wow.
Can I tell you something? I could tell it was a home job, not in a bad way, but it looked like it was laminated with love.
Was that because it was like a bit of a grainy laminate? Or was it because...
I went the matte.
It was the matte laminate, wasn't it?
There were little perks to the lamination
Yeah.
that caught
Idiosyncrasies?
Caught an OCD eye.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, that looks like a home job.
Which made it better.
But made it better. Have you mentioned the jersey?
Yeah, so he made a jersey with all of our sponsors at the time all over it. And
where is that? We're going to get that framed.
It's in here somewhere. We should put it in Tobler's Corner. Honestly, if you're a framing business and you want
work,
yeah, we're not asking for free. If you need work, we've got that many fucking things that need to be framed.
Basically, listen, this is what I'll say. If you're in the framing business and you live locally, Sydney, Alexandria, Mascot area, around there, we've got a heap of shit that needs to be framed. I want you to come in and we'll give you all the shit we need to be framed, and then you come back with it all framed.
And we'll pay for it. We don't want any fucking...
No, I don't want discounts. We don't want discounts.
We just need it framed, and we will never get it done.
Otherwise.
Now, that's when Tommy Tobler comes into our life.
I tell you what, you never really know how an interview is going to go or how they're going to perform, but we went to the Mossman RSL.
Yep.
We got a couple of beers, got a couple of schnitzels. There might have been some footy on. In fact, it wouldn't have been because it was too early.
I think the Australian Open was on.
Australian Open was on. And we had a nice night.
Yeah.
I think it's fair to say we had a really nice evening.
Yeah, we had a nice evening.
He wasn't a weirdo.
No, he wasn't weird. Well, he's a little bit weird.
He's weird.
In a nice way.
You
don't want someone boring.
In a beautiful way. Straight bat, wasn't too nervous, and I'm sure he might have been nervous, but he didn't really show it. Not like he was sweating and fucking convulsing and had pimples everywhere.
And having testy pops every 2 seconds.
Not that that's a big deal, but you know what I mean? It makes it uncomfortable slowly. He wasn't doing that, and we had a beautiful evening. I think you were on the Carlton drafts, if memory serves. I can't really remember. Were you trying to play a straight lager, even though you're a fruity guy?
Yeah, I think so. You're covered in Triple J tattoos. It's like you definitely.
Did you let us take the lead there? You might have.
Yeah, he wanted a vanilla porter.
Because I think
Obviously, we drink break that at Bloke. They don't serve it there.
They didn't
obviously.
serve it there.
I
It's
think
not our
they
fault.
didn't have new. They only had Carlton, so I just took your lead on the Carltons and stuck to that.
Well, I'm a VB man. So.
We are VBs.
or
but
maybe I think it was VB.
you were on the lagers with us, but I'm also.
on the-
But now I see what you order now.
And when I say a VB man, I must reiterate when bloke isn't available, which it wasn't.
It's not my fault the Mossman RSL doesn't serve it on tap. They should, but they haven't, or they didn't. I haven't been there for a while. But you now drink outside of bloke, obviously, like Mandarin IPAs and shit.
Absolutely
So
not.
You do. Anyway, that's fine. You do.
So Tobler comes on board, and you know we keep going, we keep growing, keep going, keep growing.
Keep going, keep growing.
About even was our next offering.
It was.
That's gone well.
It's going really well. Shout out to Sebo, basically the people's champ.
Yeah.
He speaks fluent dribbler. At least that's my opinion of him. That's my estimation of him. One of the great dribblers of all time.
Correct. So we got about even, and we love the fucking betting show. We do like a punt. We then have brought on very recently, and this is one where I'm very proud of our friends.
I'm proud of all our friends.
I'm proud of all our friends, but
I'm proud of our beautiful boys, Dave and Tobler. I'm also proud of our other boy, Louis Collins.
Louis Collins,
who looks
our
after our
son.
merch. He's a son, a dear boy of ours. But we're proud of our Sebo, Speak Fluent Dribbler. But we are also proud of our next offering, We Mean Well, which is fucking flying.
We Mean Well right now is in the top 5 podcasts in the entire country.
Let
Jarch
that
and
sink
Lou,
in.
And they're like 60 episodes in. Jarch and Lou are absolutely fucking killing it.
54, I think.
How many episodes ago did we just have them on here being like,
Yeah,
got a
they
new
are.
podcast. Here they are, and they're absolutely fucking killing it. They're hilarious, and they're great people, and it's great to see them fucking going well.
And we love them.
And we love them.
And they're doing well.
That's sort of where we're. You're up to date now. I guess we.
And Breaking the Yips.
Breaking the Yips. That's our very recent one.
That's the most recent.
That's the most recent one.
Yep.
Breaking the Yips with Sebo as well. We sort of shouted out Sebo before.
Hacker Majors, Golf Apparel, great content. There's things coming out.
There's things coming.
What I'll say is this: keep your eyes peeled on Friday and over the weekend and Tuesday. That's all I'll say.
That's right. But again, back to the sincerity of the start. All of these things were not in our wildest dreams. Truthfully, not something you could ever imagine. And often people ask us, and more so recently, like, what's the fucking end goal? What's the plan? What's the like thing? And you do need to have stuff like that. Like, and we do. But honestly, none of this was in our plans. None of this was in our wildest dreams.
I didn't think you could get paid to dribble and yard. I didn't think it was possible.
No. And like the
fact
studio
that that's
and everything, it's just
When
like
people ask me what my job is, I'm like,
I guarantee you that Steph's family
Got a podcast.
probably think I'm a criminal. They don't understand what I'm doing. I don't get it, and nor should they. It's very hard to understand
it's
what
the
I'm
Eastern
doing
Bloc
myself.
way.
Exactly. Yeah, it's probably doing something dodgy.
But shout out to the Punter Dribbler. We love you.
Thank you.
You are fabulous. Shout out to the Baggy Green members.
Yes, the Baggy Green members.
Goes without saying.
Yeah.
The Baggy Green lunch is probably 6 months away. Think about that.
Also, and just quickly to anyone that's ever sponsored us and supported us along the way, like we didn't mention everyone, but again, and again, like right now, truthfully, and it's not about sucking off sponsors, but like Neds, KO, SEN, fucking Pilot, Bloke, like everyone who's like really, really supported us, and then the dribbler. It's actually about the dribbler who fucking
And the
buys
punter.
the punter and the dribbler who buys the merch and engages with us and comes to fucking events we're at and all that sort of stuff. Genuinely could not be more grateful for it all. So go fuck yourself.
Fuck the lot of you, but we love you.
Fuck the
But
lot
fuck
of
you.
ya.
You know what I mean?
Now,
Let's dribble.
I want
just before we move on from the celebrations, we do have a little something we'd like to show you.
Oh,
Put your
okay.
headphones on.
Wow. Headphones on?
Yep. I hope it's going to work through the headphones.
If you'll please indulge us.
Oh, dear Tom and
wow,
Eddie.
there's a video.
23 minutes?
Yeah.
Jesus.
It kind of blew out, but such
on.
is the scope of your influence.
Let me just get
and-
this fucking party hat off while I
Take my party hat off.
take my actual hat off as well.
Shout out to Verve, who's just
Yeah,
fucking.
shout out to
Dude, I love
Shout out to.
Verve.
Have you topped yourself? Oh, we go. No, we'll put.
What?
might
I've,
actually- can
well,
we-
I've got my tequila. Or do you want to have another Verve?
No, I'm wondering whether we put the Verve in the fridge or do we just
What do you mean?
well so it stays cold.
Do you guys want some?
Do you guys want a Verve?
I'll have a Verve.
You
if
guys
should
should have a Verve.
going, yeah.
Yeah.
You have a Verve and we'll watch
and,
it together.
And so you guys get a Verve before we start playing. Oh, this is great, dude.
This is very sweet.
Yeah, this is nice. I didn't expect this at all, dude. Again, I forgot it was 500.
Hey, you know what? When they said last night it was 500, I was like, oh, okay, really? And then I forgot.
And then I
didn't even
forgot
know.
again. And then Dave walked in the fucking with the balloons.
Over.
You never worked in a bar before, Dave? Come on.
Oh, it looks like you haven't.
You know what they say as well? You pour it onto your thumb, and the warmth of your thumb is meant to reduce the bubbles.
Yeah, but look at that.
Well, you're a fucking talented player.
Look at that. That's just fucking.
And you haven't been in the bar for... Well, you should probably just bring it home now, shouldn't
Cheers,
we?
Dave.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Love ya.
All right, let's get this going.
Love ya.
Love you.
Love ya.
Love you.
Thank you for everything.
Thank you.
Is okay? This is a 23-minute edit, bro.
Yeah, it kind of blew out a bit.
I don't mind. No wonder fucking Tobler hasn't got our... All right, sorry, I've just got to... Before you press play,
Yeah.
Eddie's making me cut some fucking mud cake for him here.
I love mud cake. Is this a Woolies mud cake?
Of course. Is there
I
any
love
other?
Woolies mud cake.
Do we have... Oh, yeah.
We do have plastic. Yeah, we got.
I tell you what,
plates.
Cole's really fucked up not doing mud cakes, and if they do, I don't know about them. Their problem, not mine. Are you sucking on them?
Well, dude, I thought I was going to have to put them down there, dude. I have to suck off
Are
the
you
chocolate.
sucking on them, dude?
I'm sucking on the hundo.
Yuck. You do weird shit, considering you're a full germaphobe.
Fuck doesn't suck a candle.
I'm not a candle sucker.
I don't.
fuck
No.
Well,
No way.
Fuck off,
I don't
cunt.
suck on candles, bro. What do you want me to lie?
You're a sicko, dude. You just come
I'm a sicko.
Wait, I'm sucking chocolate off a
awesome.
candle?
It's weird, dude. Candles are waxy and fucked.
I'm not eating the fucking candle, you dumb cunt. All right.
Mud cake me up, bruh.
Trying, dude. This thing's fucking...
I love mud cake. I fucking love mud cake.
Dude. What an indulgent episode. Do we need headphones? No.
Nah. Just
All right.
if you got the remote,
Let's
it's
have a
not
quick, let's
loud
have a
enough.
quick little nibble of some mud.
It's so good.
Have you already pounded it?
Yeah, dude. Well, you don't seem to get my love affair with mud cake.
Okay. Let me finish mine as well. So
Me and mud cake, dude, we go way back. Shout out to Mum. She invented. Well, she didn't invent it, but she showed me what a mud cake can offer a man, and I ran with it. Spelt my name right. Good start.
Yeah, great start.
What's going on, guys? Just want to give you a massive congratulations on the 500 podcast. What an incredible achievement, guys. You should be super proud of all your hard work and dedication. I mean, 500 potties, and to see how successful you guys have become, it's absolutely incredible. Massive congratulations, boys. Enjoy it. I'm sure you will. Broncos 17+.
G'day, boys. Congratulations on
the
500
Guru!
episodes. You truly are the pride and
Thank you,
joy
Kevin.
of the Northern Eagles. Congratulations on all that you have done. Very proud of you. I've now got a little cameo appearance from my good mate, Phoenix Crossland, here to pass on some words of encouragement.
Yeah, boys, Phoenix here. Congratulations on 500 episodes. Outstanding achievement, very, very well deserved, and you built such a great following. If ever the account's looking a little bit down on a Monday after a big weekend, boys, give us a shout out. First try scorer, Scott Johnson, anytime, 34-1. You're welcome, boys.
Up the Northern Eagles.
Fucking
Tom and Eddie, congratulations
Buddy.
on 500 episodes. I did some research. It was episode 261, so about half the episodes ago, that you came into Bloke Studios for the first time to record out of here, which you did for about a year. And when I'd come in on a Monday to prepare for the Bloke Show, and I just listened to you guys live in the background, just piss myself laughing at the utter nonsense. It was a great way to start the week. Nothing for me's changed. I'm still listening to you as soon as you drop or as soon as I leave work every Monday and Thursday. The biggest feedback I get, particularly on DMP, is how much I piss myself laughing in the background just listening to you guys. And for those that don't, for a little insight, I got headphones on. I actually can't hear myself. That's why there's so much laughter. But that's the biggest feedback I get. And I truly think that's just a representation of everyone who just find your utter dribble and utter nonsense just utterly hilarious. So 500 episodes, hopefully thousands more.
Fuck yeah,
Tom
Matty.
and
Thank you,
Eddie,
Matty.
congratulations.
The
boys.
boys.
500 episodes. Obviously, the best episodes when me and OG were on there.
First of all, congrats, boys, 500 eps. But hey, if you want your views back up there, run it back. Rosé, tequila, both on.
We're keen for another stream. More Patron, more beers. Manly 13 plus. Let's
Fuck
go, baby.
Yeah, we can do that, boys.
Congratulations on episode
Hey.
500. Lads, this is a huge achievement. You know, it's absolutely massive. To do 500 episodes is incredible. And you've came into this space and just totally taken over. So congratulations. You have some great content, but most of all, you have fun along the way as well. I just want to say again, a huge thank you for everything that you've done for us at the Buy Round, giving us a platform to launch. And I think it speaks volumes about the people that you are. So congratulations again on the 500 from everybody at the Buy Round. We'll have a drink and celebrate together soon, hopefully. And here's to another 500.
Fuck yeah.
We love James Graham.
Right. Tom and Eddie.
Tom and Eddie.
They're about to crack 500.
Wow. Episodes?
500.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations, boys. Are they coming on our show?
They're coming on tomorrow.
Oh, big.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Boys, congratulations, 500.
Yeah, it's awesome.
No small feat, and we were lucky to be a little part of it.
Manly 13 plus. Well done, boys.
Hey, Tom and Eddie, congrats on the
Hey,
500
no.
episodes
And,
of
you dog.
HSB. I've
The
crunched the
Italian
numbers,
stallion.
and that is a shitload of dribble. It's been an absolute honour to work with you guys in the studio, in real life, see you guys get into your work, so to speak. Still have no fucking clue how you come up with half the shit you say, but fuck, it is funny. Always turn on the HSB potty when I need a laugh, sometimes even when I'm getting into the About Even studio, just to prepare for what the fuck you guys have come up with. Anyway, here's the 500 more episodes. Manly 13 plus never. Cowboys Premiership revival soon. Enjoy, boys.
Love it.
Tom, Eddie,
Johnny!
boys, raise that bat, baby, the big 500. Boys, so proud of you. I just wanted to congratulate you. Mate, it's been a hell of a journey. We've
King
come a long way
Dribbler.
since the SoundCloud days when you had all 2 listeners, me being one of them and the other being Jorge all day. I think some of the highlights have definitely been my personal riff with Big Tasty. But I think one of the funniest sections was the Michael Zarafa and Jeff the Hornet Horn press conference. And you guys just torching 3N Glenn of Dolphin Palace fame. Go back and listen. That is one of my favourite parts. When Jeff's like, I'll let my fist do the talking. Well done, Jeff. Well done. 3N. Oh, mate, fucking good stuff. But, mate, I love you, boys. Here's to another 500 episodes. Mate, it's great stuff. It's good gear. And I love the Hello Sport community. But cheers, boys. All the best. Love you,
ya.
KD.
Johnny!
Eddie, congratulations on 500 episodes for Hello Sport podcast. Massive achievement. Big fan of you boys. You just know that. Love it. Love the potty. I'm not a big podcast guy, but if I had to listen to one, it would be yours. I like it. I really like it. I'm a big fan. I mean, Tommy, we've known each other for a long time. I still remember when we worked at Brekkie Radio at GB. What was that? 5-6 years ago. How good! Look how far you come, man. So proud of you. That was a tough moment in our lives. You know that. And Eddie, bro, I love Brekkies. I'm a huge fan. Huge fan. Love the punters and dribblers. I'd love more merch though. If I could get some more, you know what I mean, some hats and that. Some more merch, more uncles and, you know, Father's Day coming up. My dad and that loves it. But congratulations, boys, and I'll see you soon. New South Wales 13 plus.
Congrats on the 500
no.
episodes, boys.
Louis.
Also, my fathers. I love working with you guys. Give me some good advice. Love having gone to the golf days. Burma, you nearly killing me. I wish you all the best in the next 500 and then 500 after that. Should be very proud, and I'll see you boys soon.
Thanks, Tom, Eddie, congratulations, boys. What a dribbly journey it has been. It's an absolute honour that you've allowed me to be the official coach of the podcast. Tom, the fact that you got through that marathon last year without running more than 40 kilometres in preparation and then having the guts to stand on the start line next to me and say I'm not even nervous. I mean, the sheer willpower in you, mate, it's crazy. And for any of those doubters out there about Six Pack City, you should see Eddie gone absolutely berserk on this bad boy at the moment. Six Packs en route. Keep up the incredible work, boys. It's an absolute pleasure to be part of the journey, and you're not going to be able to shake me that easily, yeah? Not going to let you get fat, Thomas. Love you guys.
What's up, Tom? And Eddie.
Hey.
Fucker here from Motorino. Big congrats on the 500. I'm pretty sure I debuted on your potty on the 200, so I raise the bat to you. I raise the bat to the punter and dribbler community.
What's up, boys? Congratulations on the 500.
Big puppy.
Just want to say a big thanks. You're always keeping our Mondays very entertaining, and all the content during the week. We love it, man. I can't wait to have a round of golf with you boys and slice some shots into the water.
Yeah.
Boys, congratulations. What an enormous feat. 500
Oh my God! Is that
outstanding? In all sincerity, you know, I'm just sitting here after I just finished the colonoscopy.
Oh my
they found
God!
this up my ass. I don't know how long it's been there for because it was white when I first started fucking my own asshole. And now it's turned into this black colour. But anyway, it's still amazing. Congratulations on a wonderful feat. I fucking love being part of the Hello Sport family. The punters and dribblers, they're supporting me all the time. Mate, enjoy this episode. Suck a cock, and I can't wait to see you guys soon.
Tom and Eddie, what's happening, boys?
Hey, fucking right.
500 episodes, what a gigantic achievement.
Fucking
Pretty
right.
proud to say that I've listened to every single one of them, plus the non-existent ones on SoundCloud. Look, the punter and dribbler community, thank you for getting us through the grind of our 9 to 5s. All we ask for in return is to please find time to do the Steph and Seth 3-point shootout, the Woolworths roast cook-off, and the Hello Sport belly flop competition.
He's been asking for it for a while.
The belly flop.
Kings of content, baby. Let's
Steph
go.
versus Seth.
Congrats again, boys.
Tom,
hey.
Eddie, it's Rowan here.
Fast man
I just
Australia.
wanted to congratulate you guys on 500 episodes and thank you from the bottom of my heart for giving my career a much needed publicity boost. Ever since I came on the show, the course of my life has been fundamentally and irrevocably altered. I haven't had to pay for a single drink, but the catch has been having to fend off the hordes of adoring fans on the streets of the eastern suburbs. So, boys, that's beside the point. Congratulations on making it. Thanks for cutting me a slice. And as always, big fan of your work.
Tom and
Love
Ed, just
it.
want to say a massive congratulations.
Hey.
500 episodes of the Hello Sport podcast. One of my favourite podcast shows. I just also want to say a massive thank you for teaching me everything I know in my boxing career. I truly wouldn't be where I am now if it wasn't for you two boys.
Yeah, you're
Maybe
welcome,
for
bro.
The,
You
the
are
600th
welcome.
episode, we can do that mushroom walk in the forest, strap GoPros to our head. It'll be a viewing for the ages, that's for sure, if we
That'd
end
be
up
so
doing it.
good.
So congratulations, boys. 500 episodes.
Thanks,
good stuff.
bro.
G'day,
we
boys.
love that.
Hey. Not sure why I'm wearing the hat because I didn't actually get an invite to the long lunch, but that's all right. I don't hold grudges. Thank you for all you've done for your service every Monday. It's the only podcast I'm actually chomping at the bit to hear, which is a bit ridiculous, but I love it. As well, and considering we're equal on the fact that we are marathon men, I feel very privileged to be a part of your community, and I love that I've been on the pod, but I just love what you spread and the bullshit you can talk. So good on you, boys. HSP forever. Parramatta Reels never.
G'day guys, just want to wish you congrats on the 500th podcast episode. Who would have thought, a couple of Aussie battlers taking to the big dogs of the podcast world. Everyone loves an underdog story and none's better than yours. So congrats lads, enjoy it and go Manly.
Fuck yeah,
Come on,
Rubes.
day ones. Tom
Oh,
and Eddie.
Brady.
Boys,
Yes.
Congratulations on the 500 episodes. It's a massive achievement. I know how hard you boys work. It looks like tough work.
This is fucking awesome,
day
boys.
in, day out of what you guys do. I know I definitely couldn't do it. But yeah, look, congratulations. To get to 500, it's a massive milestone. Also, just want to say thank you so much for all the support you give me and the Manly boys. I know I definitely wouldn't be where I am today without you two, so
Clip that.
appreciate that. So yeah, congratulations on the 500.
Clip that.
Here's to another 500 and be soon, eh? Cheers,
Fuck
boys.
yeah.
Hey boys, just to send you a massive congratulations on 500 episodes.
Who would have thought?
He doesn't take it off.
Finally
Nah.
got you there.
He lives in that hat,
We're
Crows.
still waiting on our PlayStation 5, but
No,
It's coming, bro.
It's not our fault, bro.
Not our fault.
Just
Yes.
want to send a big love and kudos to our Hello Sports boys. Man, we love your content. We love the way you get behind us, but most of all, just your loyal support. We appreciate you guys. Keep up the good work. Keep dribbling. We're still waiting on that PS5 that you 3 months ago.
Fuck, dude.
No, we've got it.
Yeah.
So you need to sort that out real quick before you lose the group. Other than that, we love yous. Congratulations on 500. Legends.
G'day, boys.
Oh,
what an amazing milestone. 500 episodes. I certainly can't believe it. I'm sure a lot of
Holy
people out there
shit.
can't as well. But anyway, awesome stuff, boys. Looking forward to sharing a glass of Ponting wines with you to celebrate. All the very best.
Get it
Punters
in there.
and dribblers,
Oh,
community, just having a celebratory cup of tea and jam toast on your 500th potty. We don't know how you do it.
That thing's piping
An hour
up
and a
that
half,
tea. Look
couple
at
of times a week,
Look how that tea
barely
is,
come up
mate.
with 30 seconds anyway. We're traumatised by it. But, congratulations and Manly 13 plus.
Yes.
And send your mother some merchandise. You haven't had any yet. Bye now.
Hi, Ed and Tom.
That
Just wanted to
was
share
my Tarzan book. Oh, look at this.
the punter and the dribbler of Edward's bedroom and special things that he's collected over the years. Got his Tarzan collection, his Titanic books, his various trophies. They're just some of the trophies. We have a big box in the garage.
so dribbly.
But, yeah, very proud of you, Ed, and
Oh my
congratulations
God.
on 500
Look
episodes.
at the rowing
of
phone
Shoutout,
in the back.
and looking forward to seeing where the future takes you two guys.
Yeah, love it.
Congratulations from Mum.
Love
Thomas,
it.
Edward.
Oh, fuck,
Congratulations
he's looking
on
good.
Oh, he's so
500
fuckable, dude.
episodes. What an amazing achievement.
That was so
You should be so proud of
dribbly,
everything you've done, and you should be so excited about everything that's still ahead of you.
Look at the eyes on the man.
I'm privileged and humbled
It's hot.
to have become just a small part of this vibrant community you've created over the years. And also, having lived overseas for the majority of time you've been doing this, I'm so thankful that for a couple of hours every week, I feel like I get to hang out and dribble and yarn with two of my best mates. And so for that, I am forever grateful. I miss you boys, and I love you more. Go Manly.
Go Manly.
Fuck yeah.
Oh.
For 500 episodes.
shit.
Isn't that impressive? Zoe, can you say yay?
500 fellas. Fuck me. It seems like the other day, but then also it doesn't. Of the OG days of Hello Sport. But fuck, you boys have got to be proud. I know everyone's proud of you guys, and not just what you've set up for yourselves, but creating the world of dribblers. One that, you know, I'm part of as well. Like, the whole thing, whether it's the content or the punters and dribblers community page or just the overall whatever's going on in the Hello Sport universe, it's fucking fun. Be proud of that. Can't wait to see where it gets to. Live streams of WrestleMania 17 soon.
Yeah,
Tom,
bro.
Eddie.
Willie.
500 episodes. Holy fuck. That's a huge milestone, boys. And coming from, back in the SoundCloud days, who would have thought a bung-eyed Harry Potter with a perm-looking motherfucker and affected with skin conditions would make it this far in the podcasting game. But just like dog shit to a shoe, you boys are really stuck in there. And I couldn't be more proud of both of you. And to everyone at the Hello Sports Studios, keep trucking nut, keep trucking seed, nut on chest, all that good stuff. And keep making the punter and the dribble proud. Love you
He's
guys.
good. He's good.
Boys, I just can't wipe
What
the
an
smile
angle.
off my face. Just watched Parramatta get the job done tonight. But it's not about
Look at him
me.
angling up.
It's not about me. It's not all about winning, guys. You're both winners in my eyes.
I know.
You're both brothers to me, and I fucking love you. We've been through so much together, and there's so much more shit to go, and I fucking can't wait for every step of the way. Life's about making memories, and I'll cherish every single second. Love yous.
Hey, Tom and Eddie, congrats on 500
Yay! We love it.
Yeah, congrats, boys. It's a big
The
milestone. Ed, as family,
Kern, the
we've
running
been
man.
tuning in since the early days of Fucked and Humming, but we still do listen every week. You guys have built a hell of a community through this, and you should be proud, so keep it up.
Hello, it's Clancy and Errol here, your friends from Batuta. Happy 500, Tom and Eddie, to your Toddler team. All we want to say to you guys is release the beef test video footage. That's what we speak on behalf of all the punters and dribblers. Release the beef test footage. Thank you, and here's the 500, 1,500 more. Probably just 500.
Congratulations on 500 episodes, Ned and Tom. I'm so bloody proud of you. No, but seriously, congratulations on 500
You are
episodes.
such a
How
dribbler.
far you've come since the SoundCloud days, and God knows where you're going to go. You're going to reach dizzying heights. Proud as punch. You've always been a hard worker and entrepreneurial and funny, although you're funnier on the podcast. So I thought, in lieu of this special momentous occasion,
Someone get her a job.
I thought I'd put together a bit of a dance for you.
Oh, fuck.
So here it is. Nah, kidding. Love you heaps. Mwah. And miss you heaps. Bye.
Hey, Tom and Eddie.
Hey.
Congratulations on
Bonzi.
500 episodes of talking utter shit. I'm endlessly impressed with, if not at times baffled by, your success. But hey, there's something for everyone. A standout moment for
She's
me
not
was
wrong.
an episode
No,
where you
she's not.
spent, frankly, too long talking about the gender of autumnal nets. So yeah, hard-hitting stuff. Love the swag. Keep that coming. And should you ever need someone who actually knows what they're talking about to provide you with updates on the Formula One,
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
proud of you boys.
And she does Formula
Go
One
Manly.
Supercoach.
Well,
Holy dooly.
it's a big bloody moment for the Hello Sport boys.
Huge moment.
500 episodes.
The only moment I can think bigger for you boys is probably when you got us on to do a podcast. But that's the only thing bigger. So this is still cute, like not cute, really good.
Cute.
It's a cute effort.
It's a cute effort.
It's a cute little effort of 500 eps.
No, it's not. It's a fucking phenomenal effort. 500 dribbly eps.
Fuck, it's a lot of dribble.
It's a lot of dribble. My favourite moment was probably when, was it Eddie yelled, "Kill the stream."
Yeah, the killer streams are good stuff. I probably loved when Eddie was trying to think of his fanciest snack and he stopped and then he said tara masalada just because it's a long word.
That's a good one.
That fucking made me laugh.
That's a real good one.
We're very
Yeah,
proud
true
of you
story.
boys. I'm being a king of Keppel myself and us coming up through uni and doing our thing together and then watching you boys grind for fucking years.
Yeah.
Through SoundCloud and all that sort of shit, and then finally getting your break and kicking it, and now doing what you love. Very, very proud of you. We're both so proud of you.
Very proud.
And very proud to be on the journey with you. So well done, fellas. Good work.
God bless.
Hey Ned,
Hey.
Mom, it's Tonk and Ella. We just wanted to say congratulations on hitting 500 episodes. Fuck, seriously though, look at how far you guys have come from Bathurst days when you used to talk absolute shit in the lounge room together until bloody 5 a.m. and you turned it into your career, into a very, very successful podcast. You are literally the definition of goers. And you're a big inspiration to me and to many other people, and love your work. And Totty.
Love your fruits.
Love you, darling.
Bye.
Tom, Eddie,
Oh, yeah.
Eddie, Tom, it's your father here. That's right, Ed, I'm your father too. My Tom's a bit of a shock to you, mate. I'm sorry, stiff shit. Just get on with it. You would have found out eventually. Boys, 500 dribbles, 500 episodes of silliness and stupidity and craziness, sprinkled with a bit of, well, let's face it, a lot of bullshit. The punters love it, so do I. It's restored my faith and hope a little bit that the Aussie culture is not completely dead. Boys, you've always said that you
He
are a lot
goes
of
on and
good
on.
things.
Andrew Bolt.
For me, I think that might be overstating it a bit, but only a little bit. Love you, boys. Keep up the good work. Over and out.
We love Bill.
Yes.
Oh, Chuggy!
Yeah, 500 episodes. Who would have thought? From when you were begging me to come on, you reached out to all our mutual friends and everyone to nail me down, and you did.
Yeah, so I remember saying I'll make you guys famous, and obviously have. But no, it's been a pleasure to watch you guys grow and the business expand and succeed, and to see how far you've come over the years. It's been a joy. You know, you guys are really nailing what you do, and for me to play a small part in that. I'm still waiting for the job interview, or the job offer. But I'll get my lawyer to send over the contracts for the merch and that you should be paying me for. Because just remember, if it wasn't for me, you'd probably be stuck at them early episodes. And I'll honestly, just kidding. You boys are great at what you do. Keep continuing what you're doing. It's like I said, it's been a pleasure. People love you. I love you. Thank you for supporting me when I had the shops. You know, you guys were always there to support us, and you know, I'm glad I was there in some small part to support you
Massive
guys.
part.
So, congrats! Keep up the good work. You guys are killing it, and yeah, we'll catch up soon.
Fuck yeah!
Oh,
Fuck
that
yeah.
was sick.
We did have a couple of late additions as well.
Okay, just quickly, that was fucking awesome, boys. That was sick.
Shout out
I
to
didn't have
everyone
any,
for-
like, that was... All right, you go piss. That was fucking great. Jesus Christ. Oh, dude, that was hectic. That was so sick. That was so awesome. Holy shit, dudes. That was so fucking dope.
Sorry that it took like the entire episode, but
Not at all, bro. Fuck that. Fuck everyone. That was mad. That was sick. I really love that.
Tobler was betting that you were gonna shed a tear or two during.
I started crying as soon as Evie and Zoe were on
Yeah.
there, and I started crying when my dad was on there, and I'm like, ugh.
Well, because as I was editing it, I almost started crying. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, I didn't cry, but I was like, luckily I didn't have enough time to cry because you move on to the next one. So you're like, oh, it's Bo Ryan.
Shout out to Sebo and Ella as well, because they were a great help in sourcing
Oh,
people
like
as
nailing
well.
cunts down?
Yeah, so shout out to them for all the
Shout
help.
out to
Dior for the idea.
Great idea, Dave.
Well, shout out to Tobler for actually messaging like 90% of those people and then leaving me to do like 2 or 3.
Dude,
That's
Ricky
all right.
Ponting?
Came
How the
together well.
fuck did you get Ricky Ponting?
Oh, well, we were meant to catch up recently anyway.
You and Hunter.
So
Oh,
I just
right.
thought, in lieu of catching up.
How the fuck did you get Ricky Ponting?
As I said, we were meant to catch up.
How
and I was
did you
like,
get
"Look,
Ricky
I'm
Ponting?"
not going to be able to.
No, well, keep it a surprise.
Yeah.
So we got a couple more.
We do have a couple more that were kind of late inclusions, but almost deserve their own.
Yeah,
sort of
that's
thing.
all right. Like, I might eat some mud cake. Oh, Jake!
Well, you might need
Turn
to
it
turn
up.
a bit more.
I'm just going to eat this mud cake quickly. Hold on. Just off the knife? You want to eat some off the knife?
Yeah, knife me.
No, off the knife.
Yeah,
No,
knife me
let me
some.
feed you.
No, knife me some. Just jam it.
Yeah, go. Off the knife! No, finish it.
Oh, it's good, mum.
Problem with germaphobe dad has is that fucking knife's been sucked on by one Eddie Simpson.
No, I didn't suck on it.
Off the knife. Now, hold on, everyone. I've just got a mouth.
What a special day. I did not expect this
no.
at all. I was ready to come in here and talk about
the Mandela effect.
We're not done. We're not done.
You dickheads must be like, right, I can't. You know, Epstein, maybe it's a bit dense.
Save it. The Mandela effect.
Now, there's Jake Trbojevic.
I see Jake Trbojevic on the screen. That's rip.
Hey, Tom and Eddie, congrats on the 500th episode, fellas. Huge achievement. Love all the support from Manly. Love listening to the show, and yeah, always get some good laughs, and just love how you get behind the boys, and really appreciate it. So good on you, and can't wait for the next 500. Cheers, boys, and go Manly.
Fucking oath.
Fucking oath. That is so
13 plus,
special.
Jake.
And last one.
What, isn't that?
Oh,
Skip!
Fellas, congrats on 500 episodes. That's a huge milestone.
Randy's cap.
It's a lot of shit content as well, but congratulations. Happy for you. Love your work, fellas. And here's to another 500, eh? Go Manly.
Fucking oath, Skip.
That's it?
Fuck yeah.
Oh, well done, boys.
Well done.
That was sick.
That was wonderful, guys.
Of course.
What a beautiful Wednesday.
Little Wednesday.
Mate, it's the least we could do after everything you've given us,
100%. On
Mate.
behalf of all the fucking punters and dribblers out there, I think we just absolutely love you guys. And it's hard to quantify dribble and yarn into anything physical or into this world. But
No, it is difficult.
I agree.
You can't put a price on it, and I think that, on behalf of all the punters and dribblers out there, we love you guys.
Give it more, Eddie. Don't fucking...
And can't wait for more.
Yeah.
Thank you, boys.
You're not
Thank
just
you.
our fathers and our bosses, but you are our heroes as well. So
Thanks
for that.
and you're our friends. I was saying it yesterday, right? When we were all sitting around here in the office, and I was like, obviously I won't say what else I said, but but I was just sitting here like looking around. It was like, it's funny. The first time Dave, like when you came on, it was the first time we'd had anyone in the room with us when we were recording, and I remember initially being like, oh, fuck, this is a little bit different now, isn't it? It's not just me and Eddie shooting the shit with each other where there's no third party, like, again, like, not that you were judging us, but that's the way it would
out of our
feel,
safe
right?
space.
Out of our safe space of like a third party, someone who's like, I have immediate feedback. Or maybe I don't, but like if he doesn't laugh, was it not funny?
Yeah.
Or if he does laugh, I'm immediately high on my own supply. And it was like this thing of, I was uncomfortable initially when we first had that like new person in the room. But just sitting around here in the office and being super comfortable with the four of us as like a fucking crew of dudes just getting after it and doing things, I was just like, again, not to mention who I also mentioned, but it was just a nice little realization of like how much you guys started off as like, who the fuck are you who's now with us, to being like our mates and people that I feel very comfortable with and we can talk to and have like arguments with and talk bullshit with, but it's always the same and it's always normal. So I love you both.
There was a lot of effort put into that video, boys.
There was a lot of effort put into that video.
And I respect the fuck out of it. And I respect the fuck out of everyone who
said
a couple of words.
Thank you to everyone who fucking said one.
Obviously, there's people that should, like my wife and fucking my siblings and shit, and my mum and dad, which I love.
You're obligated.
But Ricky Ponting didn't.
Ricky Ponting didn't need to do it.
Ricky didn't need to do that. Obviously, Ricky, a dear friend.
Denon Kemp didn't need to do it. You know what I mean? Like, Denon did not need to give us a shout.
Ned Brockman didn't need
to. Fucking Harry and Rowan and, Jake.
And big, like, okay. Can I put something on you, Tom?
Brad and Ruben.
Can I just say something to you? When Big Puppy became Big Puppy and Big Puppy worked, I think on behalf of all of us. I think it's fair to say, right? I think it's fair to say that Big Puppy got into his work on behalf of a nation. For him to then thank us
for all we've done. Again, Brad Parker saying he wouldn't be where he is today without us. Whilst I agree with it, I just appreciated hearing it.
Yeah, I mean, when he said I wouldn't be the I'm pretty sure he said I wouldn't be playing first grade without you boys.
You guys.
I'm pretty sure that's what he said.
And I want to make this known to any Manly Seagulls, player who's watching right now. The reason you haven't got your PS5 yet has absolutely zero to do with us, and a little bit more to do with you, not you specifically, but like...
with a little bit more to do with something out of our control, and it has nothing to do with us. So you fill in the fill in the blanks. Josh, fill in the blanks. Ruben,
but you know what I'm thinking I'm doing now? I'm going to go to... I'm going to go to the unfortunately injured Jake Trbojevic and go, dude, you're out for a little while. I'm coming to Manly with the PS5.
Can I say something? I want to say something. That's a great idea, but I want to say something, and I feel like I need to say it.
Yep.
I was always of the belief, and I'll put my hand up in a minute, that the Rose Cord Hello Sport Punters and Dribblers cap belonged to Connor Watson. Now, I love Connor Watson.
We love Connor Watson.
I love him as a brother.
Shocking we didn't hear from him, but that's okay.
I love him like a brother. He was born in Dubbo Base. We are forever connected. But seeing Croaks not take that Rose Cord Punters and Dribblers cap off, I think that it now belongs with him.
Croaks, and you know what?
He has the spirit of the hat.
Dude, he has the spirit of the hat. I saw Croaks in that hat. I was at a...
Remember we saw him at the... Well, you finished, but we also saw him at the Ivy, drowning in it.
In the hat.
Yeah.
I was at a stand-up comedy show, and I was sitting, and I looked down, and I go, oh, I think that's a fucking Rose Cord down there. And I turn around. Now, we didn't make eye contact with each other, but I went... Croaks down there in the Rose Cord. When we went into Manly that day, I'm pretty sure he was wearing it around the fucking... Oh, did we? We brought him in.
No, he was wearing it.
He'd already bought one before we dropped him off to the club.
He bought it.
He'd already had one.
Yeah.
Croaks, never buy... You let us know when you need a new hat, buddy.
Croaks, you get on the blower.
You just get on the blower. You get in the DMs. Croaks, the hats are yours.
And also, Croaks, obviously... Thank you for the message. But it goes without saying, because you're the king of the rosé, there is a black one if you want one.
Do you need a black one?
I don't know if you've got one, Croaks, but if you want a black one, that's there.
And there are many people who ask us for black ones, and I'll say this: not everyone gets a black one.
No, and there's not many left.
There's literally like, if these black ones were like Sumatran tigers, the world would be in meltdown. These things would be in lockdown. That's how scarce they are.
I wanted to say something else. I want to shout out my mum for putting together probably the dribbliest 20 seconds of footage ever created. I am your son, based on what I just saw.
Yeah.
You didn't need to get the Tarzo book out. You didn't need to do it in front of
all your
my first date stroke photo when I was in year 11. You didn't need to do that. You didn't need to do that in front of my under 15s champion trophy, my hurdles champion trophy. Like, you didn't need to do. I'm surprised you weren't wearing my blazer with my colours on it.
Dude, that would have, if she was. What about Amelia about to drop a dance? She started off by singing, then into a dance.
But she can dance. You saw a gabber at my wedding, didn't you?
Listen, I'm not going to say that I remember that moment.
Yeah. But she's a dancer of note.
Okay, right.
She's a dancer of some note.
So she can release the hip slouch like yourself. Does Kern not have the dancing
Yeah,
game? I love Kern. It was good to see him. I would be shocked if Kern could move.
He can run.
He can run. He can't dance.
He can run. He can't dance. And that's fair, don't you reckon? Fair. But my sister can dance. But I love that video.
I need to know how they got Ricky Ponting, though. Like, is that not for the people's ears?
Reeks it. Well, let's just, you know what? What about this? What about this? Let's be content for a moment. You and I.
Yeah.
Two men.
Just content with what we got.
Two guys who started a podcast and had Ricky Ponting.
Shout us out.
The greatest since the dawn and the greatest of my time.
You're
the
right.
greatest of my time.
You're absolutely
Shout
right.
us out.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Let's not forget about what Ricky did for the nation. No one pulled a nut off chin like
Ricky did.
And it's just a fact.
And we had him shouting us out. No, you're right.
Let's be that
Let's
guy.
be content.
Let's be
just be
guys.
content.
What a special day. What a special day. And one that I didn't see coming. When he brought the balloons in, I go, that's sweet.
Yeah, I thought you just got balloons. And then you got a cake. I go,
but then it went from cake
to a bit of fucking verve to a 23-minute. You know,
I go, this is long because when I you know what I thought it was? I thought it was the best of us.
Same.
I'm like, it's too long.
I was like, I
That's
don't want to see highlights, dude. I'll get anxious inside the first 3 seconds seeing shit we said. But instead it was. Shout out to like Jorge and King Dribbler, the OGs.
I like that they got them in specifically.
Yes.
That's a couple of boys paying attention.
Shows a knowledge of our past.
Because we actually talked about them before the video. And obviously the video was already made, Tom.
You've got to know your past if you want to try and chart your future.
But we'd shouted them out in the pre-ramble that we didn't know we were setting up because they have not missed an episode.
Did we talk about them? We did. We actually mentioned them before the video. I know, but I thought maybe we talked about them in the green room.
No, not in the green room. Talked about them on air during our journey. We were discussing our journey, which was then laid bare for us.
Fucking hell.
Very
hectic.
Good.
Look,
thank you, boys.
Listen, thank you, boys. And I don't know if you listen at home if this was one of the great auto fellatio episodes of all time. And we're not done yet, but I don't care. I got a mouthful of my own cock, and I'm happy about it.
Listen, it may have been full audio fellation. However, you've got to realise we didn't chop up that video for ourselves. So it's not full audio fellation.
No, but it's auto, not audio either.
But it would be audio fellation given that it's
audio if you're listening to it. But I think if we're sucking ourselves off.
Can I tell you what my favourite bit was?
What?
Roger Fabry holding that fucking...
That dildo, dude.
Was that a rabbit?
That was a rabbit. Yeah, it was a rabbit.
Yeah, it was a rabbit.
Which I found in my mate's mum's bedroom once.
Rabbits have been pleasuring...
She was really hot and it fucking...
Yeah, but rabbits have been...
It sustained me for my youth.
Rabbits have been pleasuring men, but
and
mostly women for... I don't know.
Well, how's a rabbit pleasuring a man? I mean, I get I get if you put a rabbit in your bum hole, it's going to work. But what's the tickly bit doing?
Well, I think maybe if you and just ball bag yourself.
Tickle the bottom of the ball bag, or the gooch area. Actually, it's probably more about the gooch.
Or you could just listen. I just don't want to rule men out because I know for a fact there's a man out there.
Men have got holes.
I know there's a man out there that has reached climax off the back of that rabbit.
Yeah, the rabbit.
And I don't want to rule him out.
Yeah, listen, I almost think you need to pay respects to the rabbit and the heavy load that the shoulders of the rabbit sometimes carry. And as Roger said, that thing had just been removed from his asshole, and
it was once white, now black.
Yeah. What a life. What a life. I did almost start crying twice. Tobler was saying before. I started crying when I saw Zoe and Evie.
Well, that's to be expected.
But luckily, the pacing of the video meant that, like, if they were there for a little bit longer, Daddy full tears. You know.
When I was watching the video, I preempted in my heart and my soul.
Dad's gonna start.
There might be a young Evie, an Evie Rose.
No, same. But I was like, fuck, dude. If they get too much airtime. Firstly, I don't want child like stars. I don't want them to get up there on ours.
No.
Which, but
it happens.
It does, dude.
Ask Matthew.
Dude.
Not Matthew. Ask the other guy in Home Alone.
Ask fucking Macaulay Culkin, dude.
Macaulay. Weird name. Great actor.
Tell you who's better? Kieran Culkin, his brother in Succession.
But he wasn't a child star.
No, he wasn't, but he kind of was. I think he was in Signs.
Mel Gibson. In Signs. Great.
And he was great.
Hey, shout out to Mel Gibson in Signs. Yeah. Great movie.
That's it, dude. An all-time film.
If you haven't seen Signs, you need to fucking work that out.
And Joaquin Phoenix, another Oscar winner.
Oh, he was in that.
Yeah,
yes.
dude. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Signs I saw at the cinemas. Scary as fuck. Scary as fuck.
Dude, no. I tell you where the scariest part in Signs, when you see that.
Well, no, when they're looking at the cornfield and he walks through the fucking.
That's what
yeah. Dude.
Scary.
Get fucked.
Really, really scary. Now, are we off topic slightly?
Are we
doing a dribble?
Are we gonna,
Should we do one?
We can do one.
One dribble.
Do you have time, Eddie?
Yeah. Nah, I've abandoned my plan.
Yeah, he's abandoned his plans. You don't get fucking.
I tell you.
You don't get Brad Parker thanking you for his career stick to your plans.
You abandon plans. My plan. Do you know what my plan was, Dave? That I've abandoned.
What's that?
To go to JB Hi-Fi. Now, listen, I've got a click and collect there that needs collecting, but it's not getting collected now, bro.
No.
I can promise you that right now. I got a party hat on. I've had 2 fucking slices of mud cake, and I've had 4 or 5 fucking verbs and a couple of fucking glasses of tequila. Yeah. Now, there's a saying that goes around the traps, and it's worth repeating, that I've had a fucking great day. It's been a beautiful day with my brother, 5 episodes. My 2 sons have put together one of the great videos of all time. There's a saying, the devil comes for you when you're at your highest. So I'm not driving anywhere.
No,
bro.
we're not driving.
I'm not driving to JB Hi-Fi to go and pick up GoPros. I'm chilling out.
I've seen the Will Smith story, dude. We all know what happened to him.
I'm chilling out. Might have a game of pool after this, and I'll be getting an Uber home.
You know what?
Pretty simple.
Before we do that, Eddie, my friend, my brother, I wanna thank you. I love you.
I love you too, mate.
I love you. It's
I
been
hate
fun.
you, but I love you.
I hate you, dude. Like, you just pounded me in FIFA. I hate you, but I love you.
It's worth reminding the punter and the dribbler in the 500th episode. I think it's worth bringing up now.
No, okay.
As we hold hands. 117, 116 to Eddie in pool, and 5-3 to Eddie in FIFA. It's just worth bringing up.
I'm not going to make excuses.
No, in the 500.
I'm not making excuses. I am not going to make excuses, but Poole, it's the first time he's led in 6 months, but that doesn't matter.
But isn't the timing interesting?
Isn't
the timing interesting?
You know what? Typical Burmo luck that in the 500th episode I'm losing on all fronts. It's so fucking typical.
But I love you, bro.
I love you too.
I love you.
This is wild.
We're going to do one dribble. And no. And I'll tell you why we're doing one dribble, punters and dribblers, is because the dribbler and the punter, but the dribbler and the punter are the reason we're here today.
Correct.
And we need to honour the dribbler in the greatest way we know how, which is the dribbler hotline. Now, we've trusted Dave to pick the best dribble of this week's selection. Is he up to it? Is he up to it?
History would suggest.
Is he up to it?
I think I'm up to it.
He thinks he's up to it.
History would suggest that it's the jury's out. But again, the dribbler hotline, I'm not going to take credit for dribbler hotlines everywhere, but I am going to take credit for dribbler hotlines everywhere.
Now, I'm going to say something, and I'm going to say something that may come across as an ad, and I promise you it's not. It may come across like contractually Tom and I are obligated to potentially mention this sponsor at one point during the episode, and I promise you that isn't the case. our dear friends at KO have been incredible supporters of our work here at Hello Sport Podcast.
Yep.
Now, you might think that we talk shit every week, but they were the first motherfuckers to go, you know what? Dribble and Yarn's got a place in the mainstream, right? They sent us out to Bathurst. They trusted a couple of young
They
whippersnappers.
gave us free KO.
With the keys to the V8 City for a weekend, which was great. They gave us free KO. They've sent
That
us
was
to
how it
fights.
started. We started basically flirting with them online, going, oi, we talk so much shit about sport and we talk about watching it on KO, give us free KO. And they said initially no.
Yeah.
And then what we did was with the power of the pun and the dribbler was basically just bullied them into it.
That's when punter power was
That's
invented.
when punter power was invented.
But it's worth noting that after they got bullied into the core of the earth and they were made to do what we told them, they were very...
well, they've been our good friends.
They've been very friendly ever since. So
Great
we love our
supporters.
friends at KO.
They've been our longest, most important supporter, KO. Yeah, I'd say they've been our longest, haven't they?
They have. And you know what you're doing, KO? You're sponsoring this dribble.
Yep. This next dribble.
Also, if you want to watch every game of rugby league every week.
It's not about that, and that's not an ad. But
if you want to buy
listen,
KO.
if you wanted to get legal about it, then maybe it is. Let's go.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not a good start, Dave. Oh no.
Hey boys, so pretty sure I can help you out with the Devon dilemma. So my mate's old man's actually a butcher, and he taught him from a young age that Devon is consists of three things: lips, tits, and arseholes. That's right, you heard it correct. Lips, tits, and arseholes. So they all just get chopped up, chucked in a blender, put through a food processor, and then stuck in a big condom-like plastic wrapping, whacked on the shelf in Woolies or wherever you do your grocery shopping at, ready for us to consume with some beautiful Tommy sauce and a bit of toast. So, there's a fun fact for you. Lips, tits, and arseholes. Go Devon.
I always assumed that I was eating lips, tits, and assholes to some degree. You know intrinsically that you probably are eating lips, tits, and assholes. But I'm like,
can I say something? This confirms what I've always known. The people from Dubbo love both sets of lips, tits, and assholes. And it's as simple as that. It's as simple as that.
To be honest, for me personally,
do you love that shit?
The only thing that I might
both lips, tits, and assholes.
I'd balk at the asshole depending on depending on the way I'm engaging with it.
No, but you can engage with an asshole on your own terms. You can have your asshole engaged with on your own terms.
Okay,
right?
so if I can engage,
it's a pretty.
Well, it's kind of
as a principle of living one's life.
To eat Devon is human.
To eat Devon is to love.
Tits, lips, and assholes. 2 lips.
Both lips. Tits and assholes.
To err is human. To eat Devon is divine.
Yep.
Listen.
To be man is to eat Devon.
Yeah.
To be woman is to eat Devon.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. What I would be interested in knowing, Devon.
To be Homo sapien is to eat Devon.
Well, no, now he's pushed it. Kids pushed it. What I'm trying to work out is there flavouring put in?
Who cares? It's lips, both kinds, tits,
and assholes.
And that's where we leave it. One of the great dribbles.
Only assholes I'll eat. It's Devon. Hey, I'm more. I'm more for eating.
You'll eat ass.
I'll eat a bumhole, but I don't want my.
If someone says to me, "Eat my bumhole," you're in the throes of it. You're at a mongrel.
Well, it depends also on I wouldn't eat Dave's.
Listen here, you tequila it up, bit of daddy. You got a bit of daddy, a bit of verve in you, and you got a mongrel worth its salt. And someone says, "Here's a bumhole for free." You're like, "Come on, mate."
Yeah, I'm probably gonna.
You're gonna have a munch.
I'm going to double take at it, but I won't. Not if it's Dave's. Not if it's Tobler's.
No,
not if it's yours.
I'm talking about a clean, beautiful asshole.
Oh, dude. You know what? An asshole can be beautiful as well. Like
They can be beautiful.
You could have an asshole that could stop traffic.
Well, yeah, can I tell you something that'll blow your mind? This will fuck you up.
All right.
Supposedly, after World War II, one of Da Vinci's artworks, which was called La Bumhole, right, went missing, which is basically Da Vinci's take on a bumhole. It's missing. Someone's got it in a private collection.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't tell if this is bullshit. I can't tell how quick you are at telling lies here. Like,
True story.
La Bumhole.
Da Vinci's La
Da
Bumhole.
Vinci's.
Da Vinci's La Bumhole.
Wow. And now, like, can I ask, was it a modern take on an asshole? Because like 2023 assholes are
No, it was
bald
hairy. No, it
and
was
bleached.
hairy. It was hairy.
A hairy asshole. Yeah, right.
But it was open.
It's funny.
It was gaping. Freshly panted.
As was Da Vinci's wont.
It was actually Da Vinci's, painted using a mirror.
All right.
That'll do.
That's us.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Bye-bye.
Could you two just not talk anymore?